Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of NTI PodTalk. This is a platform where we interview students and grads and instructors and other people who have interesting things to say that will be relevant to our Nutrition Therapy Institute community. Today, we have Rees, who is the founder and director of Sofia Health. And for those of you who don't know, graduates of NTI get a free membership in Sofia Health, a one-year membership in Sofia Health. And I'm really going to have Riley introduce Sofia Health, talk to us about what it is and what the benefits are. And so she's going to go into all that. But Riley, I just would like to thank you for being here. Thanks for taking the time out to do this. And so let's just jump right in. Why don't you tell us what Sofia Health is and explain to those of our community who don't already know about you.
Yeah, and first, thanks for having us. We love working with NTI and you and the graduates, super professional. So absolutely anything we can do to be supportive. So Sofia Health is an online health and wellness marketplace. It's a destination to find health and wellness care based on the exact support you need. That's really, when you think about that, it's a lot of words. It's kind of hard to fathom what that really is, but we allow consumers to search and discover professionals and modalities that help with their needs. So it's on-demand health and wellness.
Great. Okay, good. That does really do a good job of explaining it. So can you talk about your background and why you wanted to start Sofia Health? What even motivated you to want to do this?
Yeah, so it's a unique combination of research mixed with my own personal experience. And so when I was in grad school, I did my MBA at MIT. I was doing a lot of research for one of my classes. And part of this involved interviewing patients living with chronic conditions. And what kept surfacing from each person was that a significant portion of their day was spent searching for alternative solutions, practitioners, and therapies. And they were all searching to be connected with someone who can help them understand what they were going through. Meanwhile, I was forced to turn to alternative therapy myself, or I use alternative, holistic, complementary, I use them all together. I was told by my doctors that my only options for a neck injury were pain medication, surgery, or physical therapy. Well, I was in total pain. And so I immediately found myself doing exactly what my customer research unveiled. I was searching. So as I was spent on the computer searching for all sorts of, what am I going to do? I found acupuncture, and it made all the difference in the world. But this experience and this culmination of experiences really solidified a few things. So one, systemically, by relying on our health insurance networks and traditional thinking, we're missing out on a lot of options when it comes to our health and wellness. And that has grave consequences on our quality of life and our mental well-being. Two, there was no easy way to find these alternative, complementary, holistic providers. And there was no way to determine what types of modalities and therapies were available for different pains and symptoms. There was no easy way to, and I'll get into that a little bit later. It was just really difficult to find, what you can do to heal and what all was available. And third, there was a big disconnect between the way practitioners talk about their service and market themselves and the way that clients and individuals who need their services are actually searching. For the most part, providers do a lot of lifestyle engagement. They may be on social media, for example. But someone who is in pain or thinking my only option is traditional, mainstream, allopathic, go the doctor medicine, or you have a chronic condition and you're looking for a solution, you're searching by your symptoms and how you feel, and not a title of a person and not a protocol. And they're definitely not searching on social media when you think you need to be in a hospital setting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So specifically, can you talk about what our graduates can expect by being on your platform, and what does that look like for them?
Yeah, great question. So with Sofia Health, you have a turnkey business. So fundamentally, we give you the tools to run your business. So we integrated all the services. So you get a personalized web page, you get scheduling capability, billing is integrated, and client messaging. And that's all fantastic. You know, today you have to piecemeal that together. But the real magic of Sofia Health lies in our categories and how we're a consumer facing platform. Remember, we're on-demand health and wellness for the people that need you guys. So your services, when you go on Sofia Health and get a profile, yes, you get the business tools, but your services and the value that you bring, they get categorized, and your schedule is displayed in a way that allows your services to be booked when the client wants you. And that all goes into the magic on the back end. But so just imagine for a minute that you're suffering with a migraine. It's 2:30 in the morning. You're laying in the bed. You're sick of dealing with the same answers that you've been getting over and over. You're in pain. And now somebody can go to Sofia Health. You can find somebody who specializes in chronic migraines. You can book an appointment, and by 7 o'clock the next morning, you could be getting the care and support you need from somebody. And sometimes you may not have even known that it could be a nutritionist, a nutrition therapist, master. I mean, titles are so complicated and cumbersome from coast to coast that they're really hindering getting the care you need. So.
Okay. All right. Interesting. So I'll just tell everyone that you sought NTI out. You reached out to me.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. And I know our students and grads appreciate that. Can you tell me what it was about NTI that was prompted you to seek us out and call me and say, is this something you guys would be interested in?
Yeah, absolutely. So a few different things, right? So I've spent a good deal of time in Denver, and I understand that the culture and the community is very much into holistic and how can we kind of take our health in our own hands, combined with your core values, right? So you're empowered learning. So you guys teach functional nutrition that's holistic, science-based, grounded in, you know, all the fundamentals, and you believe in making a difference. So you know that food choices have widespread global, social, ethical, environmental, and health impacts. And we know that your grads bring great credibility to the industry, which is great for us when we, you know, getting started, when I came to you. And I think both of us understand that we're better together. You know, we have the same goals, right? So we're all sick of being sick and going to the doctor, but not feeling well. And we can see that our society is looking for solutions that your grads offer. And Sofia Health is just a conduit by which your NTI grads can serve the training that they learned with you. So that's why I came to you guys.
Well, thank you. And I appreciate you recognize all those things about us. And those are truly things that we talk about and we emphasize with our prospective students and our current students. And so I'm glad that you noticed that, and that's what helped bring you to NTI, so thank you. So I am curious if you can talk about a practitioner success story or something about one of the practitioners, maybe an NTI grad on your, maybe not, but on your platform that, you know, that kind of exemplifies why you're there and the benefits that practitioners on your platform get.
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. You know, how do you define success, right? So for me personally, at Sofia Health, we empower entrepreneurs, right? Your grads are not just nutritionists. They're not just anything. They are entrepreneurs building their own businesses. And one specific example I'll give is with one of your instructors. She's great. And I'll never forget one of the things that she said to me was, we're helping, because we empower entrepreneurs, we help people build businesses, you know, not just, hey, I'm this, I'm that. But she said to me, you know, I always wanted to have my own business, but it's hard. Businesses are hard. But she's like, it's also sometimes hard to charge people and ask for money. But with Sofia Health, you list your services and your price. Now there's discounting and other things, but you know, people can see your services, and we bring a professionalism and, this is a business, and we really get to bring that gravitas to these individual entrepreneurs who may not be comfortable saying, this is who I am and this is what I offer. So this is very much transparent health and wellness.
Yeah.
And just an example. So just this morning, somebody said to me, she said, I'm so proud of my profile. I'm no longer limited to just a title. She's like, but I can really now expand my thinking and think about how I can empower my clients. And that makes me see that I can help and support a lot more people. So to me, that's success.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would agree with that. And back to what you were saying about feeling uncomfortable about charging people, when you're on this professional platform, it helps bring value to that charge. Not that there isn't already value in charging for your services, but the visual appearance enhances that value and sort of, provides justification for it a little bit. Yeah.
Absolutely. And people can really see your profile. They get to, imagine that person who is searching and they're in pain and they come and they find, yes, you're a nutritionist, but maybe you specialize in subset category you found you really help out with, whether it's RA or MS or diabetes or whatever it is. And however you handle it, and you can support them or identify with them and say, I've been on this journey. This is what I did. Now I'm solving it myself and this is what I found. But people can see you. Sophia Health, this customized landing page, it's not because you don't have your own websites and blogs. We know you do. You're amazing. But what we've done is when customers find your services, they can get to know you. They can see your videos. They can see all of the different services and really get kind of a vibe of what you can bring in a session and then book you.
Well, so that brings up a question. How do people find Sofia Health to look on the Sofia Health platform for practitioners?
Yeah, so one of the things that we're working on just for future plans, so we are doing a lot of different initiatives to do the marketing ourselves and help drive traffic to us. One of the things I'm really excited about is we're working on a piece to tap colleges across the US. So college students who are potentially thousands of miles away from home can go to Sofia Health and book services. As we've been connecting with these campuses across the US, we're learning that mental health, depression, and anxiety is a major issue with youth. And we can all agree that we want the best for our kids and we want them to be successful. But COVID has fundamentally changed their life and they're isolated. And so this is one of the ways that Sofia Health can get them the support that they need. We can even help their parents. Parents can go to Sofia Health and find a practitioner for them if they need to. Ultimately, college kids need the tools, the resources, the information, all the things that you guys provide, but it needs to be at their fingertips, on demand, and easy to use. So I'll say that. So that's one of the initiatives that we're doing is we're going and talking to schools. So as this marketplace bringing on the supply side, we're partnering with, you guys, but then we're also able to, as this holistic health and wellness marketplace, we have the ability to go to larger companies and say, do you need health and wellness for your employees? And we are such an aggregate, amazing source of physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual health. Now these, for example, our initiative right now with the schools, a student can come in and say, maybe I need a life coach to talk about my anxiety. Maybe I need nutrition support over here. And they can build a care team that they've never done before. Maybe they thought that personal chefs were out of their reach, or personal nutritionists were out of their reach as a student. And it's just not the case. So that's one of a few things that we're doing.
Yeah. Well, and that answers my next question. Any future plans for Sofia Health? Yeah, so that's good. I think it's great that you're going to these organizations, schools, other businesses, that kind of stuff, because that, there has been a long time this concept of corporate wellness centers and corporate wellness packages, but and some of them had the wellness center in their building for their company or whatever, but I think that's actually going by the wayside now, and they're not doing that. Certainly, it not happening now in the middle of a pandemic when everyone's on shutdown. So providing a similar thing for a corporate wellness package, but it's not just what the corporation determines is necessary for a corporate wellness package. It's Sofia Health that has a wide variety of services. So I think that's great.
Exactly, because as an individual, you know, let's just say you have a company, you're like, okay, I do yoga. Well, people need a lot more than just yoga or nutrition. This is, how do we have a comprehensive health and wellness plan? And because I've had these amazing entrepreneurs come on our platform, list their services, now we can do this on-demand health and wellness. It's just been pretty, the possibilities are endless when it looks at, we're taking care of people holistically because of NTI saying, we support your vision, and, you know, wanting your grads to come on and support them individually as businesses, but also, you know, with your mission. We know that what you eat makes a difference, and we can really, what you think about yourself matters, mindset matters. We know that we're making a difference. So
yeah. And the other thing that I just want to mention that we were talking about a little bit beforehand, and I think it's good to bring it to the discussion again, is that to get training as a holistic nutrition professional does not identify exactly what you are going to be doing with your skills and your qualifications after you graduate. That title doesn't have a predetermined job description that goes with it. And so our grads, sometimes that may feel a little anxiety, creating anxiety for them because they don't know exactly what their job title or their job description is going to be. But really, by using your services and signing up with you after they graduate, it becomes a much more freeing aspect, so that they're not sort of pigeonholed into a specific box. And so, you know, I think you are helping our grads to be able to gain that freedom and open up their ideas and their creativity for what they can do and what they're qualified to do and capable of doing. So,
oh my goodness, when we were building this in a private beta, we had practitioners joining and supporting us, and, you know, we had to expand our certifications and our titles, because what you find is they wear many, many hats. And so I think that is, and then how do you market to that? You know, you are not just one thing or another anymore. But what we need to do to serve this health and wellness is say, what does this individual need? And let them say, okay, I want to come to this person and this practitioner, because they could be doulas, yoga instructors, Reiki masters, NLP. They could be certified in nutrition. They can hold psychology degrees, have been social workers. We had to really increase our certifications, because what they can do is not one dimensional. You do not go to any one school and say, this is what I do. Like you mentioned earlier, you go to firefighting school, you're a firefighter, right? When you go to, it's just, we're not one dimensional. We are very complex individuals capable of solving a lot of different problems. But me looking at this as a consumer and saying, hey, there's a problem in how we find you all, and then putting you on a platform the way we did is to say, you know, circling back to our graduates, you know, or our college kids. So they don't know how to understand the services that you're offering. Nobody understands, hey, I have fatigue. You know, we all like, okay, I'll drink more coffee, try to get better sleep. I'll try to do my own self-care fixes, but nobody wants to go to the MD, the scheduling, the hassle. How many people really understand you could go to a nutritionist? You don't. And so the college kids with a digestive issue or mental health issue understand that how a holistic nutritionist can actually help them. They don't. Or grief, how does that play into, you know, our bodies are feedback loops? How does all of this, okay, well now what we want to do at Sofia Health is we don't want you to get to burnout, and we don't want you to get to the point where you've had so much stress and fatigue, depression, and now you have all of the issues, getting into the chronic issues, and you have the thyroid issues. We put you guys on a platform so you can manage it before it gets to that point.
Yeah.
But there's a title problem, in my opinion, just my personal opinion.
Well, and this whole conversation just epitomizes the true meaning of holistic, wellness and holistic care. I mean, it is truly holistic. It's everything. It's digestive, it's respiratory, it's mental, it's physical, it's, emotional, it's all those things. And our students and our grads get education and instruction in a lot of these areas. We are focused on nutrition, but we bring in all of these other aspects because they all play a role in people's food choices and their health outcomes, having to do with food choices. So
absolutely, we don't want to get people to we don't want to create another siloed platform, right? So, I have mental health, I have to say I have mental health and go to a mental health platform. And we really want to break stigmas. Mental health is not a condition. It is a well-being. It means where you can live fruitful lives. Nutritionists are not just for weight loss. They do, I believe that everybody should have their own personal care team, including, your functional medicine, nutritionists, all the things. And it's possible. And that's what we're bringing. And hopefully your grads will want to be part of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thank you so much. That really helped explain.
It's confusing because this is very different. People do not understand, what are you trying to do? Start with one thing. And I was like, if I started with one thing, we would just be another company. You guys solve all of the problems, and we don't want people coming here when they just have one problem. The use cases are just through the roof, and the problems you solve for are unlimited. So show that in your profiles and let people meet you.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, good. I think that was great. I think we covered a lot of ground, answered a lot of questions, clarified a lot of things, so that's great. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and it was very enlightening, and I'm sure that our current students, our grads, and our prospective students will be more interested now in actually signing up for that offer that you're allowing us, the 1-year membership in your platform. So thank you.
You're really enabling entrepreneurs. So we hope more people get signed up to offer your services and can learn this, functional nutrition and what the impacts that you are having, the profound effects that we're going to see helping turn people's lives around with this. So
yes, and that is, that's the ultimate goal. We want to help change our little corner of the world so that our little corner can expand out into the bigger population. So yes, definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Serving wellness.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Riley. I really appreciate it. And
Thanks, Diane.
I'm sure we will be in touch soon. So thank you.